Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Landon Lee of Noble Creative Collective, and today I wanted to share with you a technique I discovered for creating this clean-looking, seamlessly looping psychedelic effect in After Effects. I was searching everywhere for how to do this effect and couldn't find anything, so I just experimented with some effects and ended up with this. So without further ado, let's jump into it. First, let's set up a new comp called main at 1920 by 1080. I'm wanting this animation to be a background animation, and I want to animate it slowly over time, so I'll set the time to 1 minute. Next, let's create another comp called Organic Motion Pre-Comp 1 at the same size and duration, and add a blank solid layer of any color. This will be our first swirl composition. To create that organic movement, we're going to add the fractal noise effect to the solid layer. We need to change a few settings to maximize the contrast and smooth swirling effect. So let's change the fractal type to dynamic twist, the noise type to spline, the contrast to 850, brightness to -30, overflow to wrapback, scale to 1500, and complexity to 2. For this effect to work seamlessly, we also want to make sure cycle evolution is checked. For this animation, I have two movements happening to create a random looking swirl effect: evolution, which is moving here, and rotation, which I'm changing here. With those two properties, we can create a seamless looping animation by changing these values in complete 360-degree cycles. So let's set those keyframes now. It's also worth noting that we can randomize this animation by changing the seed value. So if you want to do this again differently, just change that seed value or other settings like subrotation. Next, let's add an adjustment layer. We're going to add a CC threshold effect to the adjustment layer. And already you'll see that it creates solid shapes instead of the fuzzy noise. I'm going to adjust the threshold value a bit to get rid of some of the random artifacts. Now, as we scrub through, we can see we already have this cool organic lava lamp style effect. To add another layer of this effect, I need to first duplicate this comp. I can do that by going into the project panel and hitting Command D on Mac. With this new comp, I don't want to change hardly any of the fractal noise settings because I want it to follow the same motion and path as the other one. But the one setting I will change is contrast, and I'll change that to 600 instead of 850 for this comp. This brings the effects inward a little, creating a nice layered effect with the other composition. Now let's focus on the main animation comp. First, I want to set up a background color. You can think of this as the negative space color for our lava lamp style animation. I'm going to create a new solid and make it yellow. Next, let's create another solid color. This will be the color that we apply to the first organic motion animation. Let's bring the first organic motion pre-comp into this composition and add it right above our newest solid color layer. If we set the solid layer to Luma track matte, we could set the pre-comp 1 layer as a track matte, and we now have a colored version of it. Also, if you're not seeing the track matte options here, that means you likely don't have it checked when you right-click these columns. So just check that or click the Toggle Switches and Modes button on the bottom if you don't have both enabled. Let's repeat those same steps to create a colored version of the Organic Motion Pre-Comp 2 layer. And there you have it, a groovy, psychedelic, flowy lava lamp motion. If you want to go the extra mile, you can download some cool free VHS effects like this one that I found on YouTube, which I'll link to in the description. You can also add some twitchy effects and an RGB split using plugins like Video Copilot's Twitch. Thanks so much for watching. Let us know if you need clarification for anything in the comments below. Otherwise, happy mographing.